Hi everybody, so I said that I would do a restringing video to show you how to restring. I picked one of the pieces that the string is slightly faded, which happens quite often, especially in the fluoros. They fade really quickly. So if you have a Kokedama at your place that's slightly faded or you want to change up colors, just start by finding the end of the string, which is usually up the top, untie the knot and then just unravel the string. Make sure that your Kokedama is really dry, because if you wet it too much, it might fall apart on you. Don't mind Sophia. So this one's nice and dry, so it should hold together. And since I bound it, what's the matter? Since I bound it, it should stay together really well. It's been bound for a good couple of months. So I do tend to put a lot of string on, so it might take a while to unravel it. But as you can see, it's holding together really nicely. If some of it falls off, don't stress about it. If you've got more string at home, if you've got more moss at home, sorry, just fill in the gaps with the moss. Alright. So it's very messy too. Make sure you do it outside if you can, on the grass. The grass will love the bit of sphagnum. Alright, nearly there. So the string that I also use has to be synthetic string, otherwise it will tend to sorry, it'll rot. So make sure that it is synthetic based, so it's nice and hardy, because it is moist a lot of the time. Okay, I still can't. Right. When all else fails, grab your scissors. So I'm going to restring this guy back in black. When I find some black string. Alright. This is actually charcoal, but we'll go with it. So pop him on something that's sturdy, put it underneath, do your first layer, wrap it around. Tie it securely in a knot. This end piece, you want it to be quite lengthy, and just twist it up in there because you're going to need that to finish. So once you've got that, I just let my string fall on the ground so it can and unravel itself. You want it nicely sort of 1/2 centimetre apart, and just keep stringing under, over, under, over. Sophia, stop. Oh dear. Under, over. Baba, right around. The joys of stay-at-home mumming and working. Always have one little person helping. So under, over, right around. Try to maintain the same width in between your stringing. Sometimes I'll make the analogy of like a clock. So you'll go 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, up to 1 o'clock, down to 7 o'clock, up to 2 o'clock, down to 8 o'clock, and around. Just keep going around and around and around. Don't change direction. A boo. Try not to get, so this one I've managed to suffocate the top of the plant a little bit. Just pull it apart, pull it over, but you don't want to string over the plant. Keep going around. So I've nearly done one layer, and you want to go for the 2 if you want the patterned look. At the bottom it should start to look like a ball of twine. Under, over, under, over. If this is too difficult to get the knack of, because it does take a fair bit of practice, you can do the messy look as well. So long as your Kokedama is secure, it doesn't matter. So all these little fluffy bits, there should be enough moss on all my kokedamas that I make just to take off the shaggy bits, because you don't want them hanging out. And honestly, to restring it, it usually is 100% neater than the first time it's strung, because it has been so smooth and bound for so long. So to restring it usually does make it neater. If you do order one of mine a couple of weeks in advance, my OCD does tend to kick in, and I do tend to restring it anyway. So if you want the perfect product, make sure you order in advance. Alright, so we're nearly done. Getting there. One more, actually two more, and then up. And then I'll find my string that I had from before. Mind the mess on my table. We've had a very productive day of making kokedamas. And just string it, just tie it in a regular knot. Alright. So this part, a lot of people like to put beads in this part, or feathers, or even letters. I don't. Just string it off. So that's fine. That's done like that. There's your restring. Thank you very much, and make sure you like a dash of green. Thanks, bye.